The shoulder mount is a milestone move in pole dancing. It is one of the main ways to invert onto the pole and is used in a lot of intermediate to advanced choreographies and combinations. It is also one of those moves that intermediate pole dancers struggle with. I have noticed that it is because of this one tiny little thing that they forget to do. So let's talk about that one tiny little thing. Why did you write wiener? Hey everyone, my name is Tremaine. I have a great love for pole dancing and yoga, and on this channel, I'd like to share some of that love with you. If you have been watching this channel for a while, you would have seen me done several shoulder mounts in some of my combinations and choreographies. But what is a shoulder mount? A shoulder mount is a move where you use your shoulder as a pivot point to invert your body onto the pole. And it looks a little like this. But very often, instead, I see this. Remember that tiny thing that I said people forget that's stopping them from doing this move successfully? Well, it's a little ironic because it's actually in the name itself, the shoulder mount. People are not engaging their shoulders properly. So let me show you step by step how to do this right. Step 1. Position the pole behind the shoulder that you're going to use to invert your body onto the pole. Now, this is usually your stronger side, so for me, it is on my right side. Step number 2. There is this little sweet spot between your neck and your shoulders. It's like a little cushion where you can use as a pivot point to lift yourself onto the pole. This will help with the soreness, especially the first time you're doing this move. Step number 3, you're going to position your hands in a cup grip on the pole on the side of the shoulder that you're going to invert on, like this. Now, the position of the hands, remember, do not bring it too high because therefore then the distance for you to lift your body onto the pole is longer. That means you also need a lot more strength. So you want to put it just around your ear height or just a little bit above your ears with the side that you're going to invert on, so in case the right side, as the hand below. So the right hand is below, the left hand is on top because I'm on my right shoulder. Step number 4. Now this is where we talked about the tiny little thing that people forget. You need to engage your shoulders. The way to engage your shoulders is to actually lower your shoulders, and you see that automatically your elbows will come inwards towards each other. Now that tiny little thing and mistake that people do is they shrug. So you see that the shoulders are high versus the shoulders being low and engaged, and the elbows coming in. When you're shrugging, your shoulders are higher, and that usually means your elbows are also kind of out there like this. And this way, you're not going to be able to lift yourself onto the pole confidently and comfortably. So lower your shoulders, elbows are in. Step number 5. Now you're ready to lift your body up onto the pole through moving your hips in a crunch motion, and then your legs will follow automatically like this. And this is when you can hook your feet or your legs onto the pole. And from there, you can get into many different poses and positions and transitions. And to dismount, keep the same grip and lower your legs onto the floor. Ta-da! Now, if you notice, on my way down in my dismount, my hands are a lot higher than when I first started. Now, that is natural. Your shoulder will slide a little bit, which is why I mentioned that engagement of lowering your shoulders and keeping your elbows tight is super important, because the moment you let go of this, your entire body will slide and you will fall from the pole. Now we don't want that, do we? Now, if this is too much for you at first, you can simply practice by bringing your knees towards your chest, and over time, you will strengthen your core and you'll be able to then lift your entire body up onto the pole. Let me show you how. So the same first few steps, keeping your shoulders engaged, elbows in, and then you're gonna lift your knees to your chest like this. You can start even here, just to get used to the movement of lifting your body up onto the pole. Get practicing with these and let me know in the comments how you went. If you want these kinds of tips delivered to your inbox, click the link below and join the Poletagonist army. I really appreciate you being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Subscribe!